Hey guys, well, I'm out on a farm that I'm doing some consulting work for my buddy, and we put down domain on this farm, and I just had a great podcast about it, so listen to that. I'm going to take you out to these food plots. I got 3 plots. I put Big Sexy and oats combination. The second one I put Green Machine, and the third one I put Hot Chick, and I think I put some wheat in with that, so as a nurse crop. So I'm going to show you these because they look pretty good. I see them right ahead. Let's go look at them. Okay, here's the first plot. This is Big Sexy, and I can already tell this is looking great. So I put Big Sexy with oats here. This soil was very clay soil. We did throw down a bunch of lime, about 2,000 pounds per acre, and I sprayed it with some fish fertilizer and humics from Vitalize, and this is what it looks like. So this Big Sexy is looking really good. You can see these plants, man, they're looking fantastic. And we have a little bit of oats coming up between. That's oats, I believe. So that's the nurse crop. So this is looking real good. You know, over the years, we're going to keep getting the pH better and better, and this is going to keep looking fantastic and improving. Oh, that looks good. Everybody loves those big brassicas. This is a nice mix of turnips, and I think there's kale, and there's some radish in there. So really good looking plot. I got about an acre and a half here, and that's looking fantastic. So now we're going to Green Machine. Let's check that out. Okay, so we got Big Sexy. We have a little neck down area here, and then we're going to walk into Green Machine. So that's what this is. So it's a little pinch point. Got a stand strategically placed right there, and this plot looks pretty good as well. So Green Machine, I can't remember everything that's in it, but I know that's a brassica, some grasses like wheat, rye, or oats. I can't remember exactly, but man, that's looking pretty good. You can see the big brassicas, the leaves. They got a little clover right here mixed in there. Definitely a grass component, and this is looking really good. Now, a guy might think this is thin, but these brassicas and this wheat, rye, or oats, whatever the grass component, they're going to fill in. And those brassicas have to have room to express themselves. So you're going to get big bulbs on these radishes or turnips, whatever they are. Just look at the canister. I can't remember, but it's looking really good. This is looking really good. So you can see a lot of different species. You got oats, you got rye, probably. You got radishes right here and clover. I mean, it's looking really good as you look at a lot of volume. Again, this is rather poor soil, so this is a good choice here. So that's our entry stand right there, little pinch point here. And again, this is a long, thin plot. It's looking really good. Poor soils again, first year, getting them set up right. Fertilizer is going to get applied to this in a foliar spray, I believe we're going to do next. We put down lime, we put down deer grow, we put down some fish fertilizer and humics here. So we're doing a little bit of everything. This is the first year. And I tell you what, you can't argue with this results. These look great. We got one more plot to go to, and we got Hot Chick with, I believe, a nurse crop of oats in that. So let's go take a look there. Okay, this farm here that we're on is, it's in the middle of the woods. I mean, he's carved out 3.5 acres. This is what most of it looks like. And there's some areas that are swampy and some areas that are heavy timber. And so it's just tough to grow any kind of food plots in these types of environments because you're scratching out, agricultural land in areas that aren't really meant to be agriculture. But we're coming up to the next food plot here, and this is the final of 3. And we put a perennial mix here. This is Hot Chick, and I think I put some oats in here. There's always a grass component because it fills in the gaps and adds in a kind of a nurse crop to allow these perennial crops to get going. So I'm going to walk down here and I'll show you what this looks like. All right, well, we're coming out of the woods, and here we are at the last food plot. And this was a Hot Chick. So this has got chicory and clover mix, and you could see what this looks like. I mean, this looks fantastic. Their nurse crop is coming up. I don't think I need to do anything here, but holy cow, look at this. So this is chicory here. I think this is oats. A little bit of clover mixed in here. You can see the clover. So that's where we're going to get in here. We're going to get established. But this other stuff is kind of acting as a nurse crop, and it's letting the oats, or excuse me, letting the clover get established. And holy cow, this looks really, really good. And this is going to be dynamite for these deer because we're deep into this property. So we want to establish this as a perennial plot because we don't want to have to keep coming back here all the time. But I'm going to turn this camera on. I mean, this is fantastic. The clover's coming in, the chicory's coming in, the rye hasn't been munched on yet, but that's kind of a protective nurse crop, allowing these perennials to get established. And I'll tell you what, if this is any indication of what a first year plot looks like, I'm telling you what, this is about as good as you can hope right here. We had excellent rain. The process that we did here is we came in here with a rototiller. It's very clay soil. I don't always like to use that, but we had to get it going. We had sprayed it dead, we rototilled it, and then we amended the soil with some lime, and then we put deer grow on it, and then I put fish fertilizer and humics from Vitalize on it, and then we broadcast this with the appropriate amount of domain hot chick. We added in a little bit of oats as a nurse crop. I think I put 100 pounds of oats down here. And then we packed it in really good with the Packer Max to get that compression, get that soil on, seed on the soil. And then finally we got rain, and we've had good rain, and this is the results. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, this is one of the best food plots I've seen. So guys, really happy with that entire combination. The domain looks awesome. And if you haven't given it a try, you might want to do that because you're going to have food plots like this. And Trent hasn't seen this yet. He thinks this is weedy. Dude, this is about as good as you can get. So job well done on this. I'm very excited.